Hello friends, welcome to the lecture series of Digital Electronics.
In this lecture, we will be talking about the designing of synchronous counter. Till now, we had a discussion about designing of ripple counter, in which we have seen the designing of 2-bit, 3-bit, and 4-bit ripple up counter, ripple down counter, and ripple up down counter. In this particular lecture, our focus will be on designing of synchronous counter, in which we will see a general approach to design a synchronous up counter or down counter or even up down counter. So we'll start with the generalized approach and then we will see some example that how to design synchronous counter by using our generalized approach. So in the generalized approach, we will be talking about the state diagram, how to make the state diagram. So here I'm talking about a simple state diagram. Okay, I'm not talking about the state machine. State machine will be discussed after few lectures. So we will be having the discussion on the state diagram, state transition table, how to make the state transition table, and then how to design the counter, how to design the synchronous counter by using the state diagram and state transition table. And then we will have a few examples in terms of 2-bit synchronous up counter, 4-bit synchronous up counter. As we have discussed, in the synchronous count, the major difference between synchronous counter and ripple counter is the clocking strategy. In the synchronous counter, we are assigning the clock, a single clock to all the flip-flops, so that all the flip-flops will be working at a given time. Unlike your ripple counter, in which we were only assigning the clock to the first stage, and all other stages were clocked by using the output of previous stage. For example, when we were talking about the 3-bit ripple counter, so we were assigning the clock to the first stage. If it is made of JK, so we were assigning the clock to the first 0 stage, that is J 0 K 0, and the stage of J1 K1, we were applying the clock from the Q 0, right? So the output of preceding stage were working as a clock, and that was creating a lots of delay. And we have seen one example in terms of 3-bit ripple counter, where we have seen that because of this clocking strategy, there was a limitation on the maximum frequency that you can apply over the clock. But in the synchronous counter, that is not the case. For example, if you are talking about a 2-bit synchronous counter, so you can design this synchronous counter by using T flip-flop, by using JK flip-flop, even by using SR and D flip-flop as well. Talking about the design steps, so first step will be making a state diagram. In the step 2, we will be creating an excitation table using the state transition table. And in the step 3, we will be simplifying the functions depending on what kind of flip-flop you want to use. So suppose if you want to make this synchronous counter by using JK flip-flop, so we will be simplifying the expression of J and K by using K-map, and then we will draw the circuit. We'll take an example. First, we will discuss what do we mean by the state diagram. For example, suppose you want to count 4 states. It could be up counter, down counter. So I'm just simply talking about a 4 state. So when I'm saying we want to design a state diagram that is counting a 4 states, and the 4 states are A, B, C, and D. So we'll set initially we were in the state A. Then after A, we are going to state B. After B, we are going to state C. After C, we are going to state D. And after D, we are going back to A. This is a kind of counter, right? Now, depending on the value of A, B, and C, and D, it could be up counter, it could be down counter. And if we will use some inputs, suppose I'm using an input A. So depending on the value of A, it will be decided whether it is up counter or down counter. So this part we will see. But for the timing, you can see we are having the 4 state A, B, C, D, and this is a counter. So when I'm saying we will be making a state table, so state transition table will be something like, we will be in the present state. What is our present state and what is our next state? This is our state table. So in the present state, we are starting from here because it's a counter design. You can start from any of the states. You can start from B, you can start from C as well. So for this particular example, I am starting with the state A. In the present state, I am in the state A. So if I am in the A state, the next state will be B as per my counter design. Then if I am state B, the next state will be C. If I am in the C, next state will be D. And if I am in the D, the next state will be A. Now, depending on whether you are designing a 2-bit counter, you are designing a 3-bit counter, you will be assigning the bit to this A, B, and C, D. So if I'm working with the 2-bit counter, right, and I'm so for the 2-bit counter, I will be saying let my A is 0, 0. If it is up counter, so A will be 0, 0, B will be 0, 1, C will be 1, 0, and D will be 1, 1. So this is a 2-bit up counter that we have designed. So if we need to make the state diagram, state transition table for 2-bit up counter. I will be making it as a present state and next. And for present state, since I am talking about the 2-bit, I will be taking 2 bits Q0 and Q1. So these are my 2 bits that I am considering. So if these are the present state, next state will be Q1 plus and Q0 plus. We are starting with the A. So A is my now 0, 0. And we are going A to B. B is my 0, 1. From 0, 1, we are going to 1, 0. From 1, 0, we are going to 1, 1. And from 1, 1, we are going back to 0, 0. So we have created a state transition table. After creating the state transition table, we need to decide whether we want to design this 2-bit synchronous up counter by using JK flip-flop, by using SR flip-flop, by using D flip-flop, or by using T flip-flop. So that's totally user dependent. So if I want to make it by using T flip-flop, I need to make the excitation table of T flip-flop. Since I am working on the 2-bit counter, the number of flip-flops are directly depending on number of bits. So I will be having 2 flip-flops. This will be my T0. This will be my T1 since I am working with the T flip-flop. You can even work with the JK or D flip-flop as well. But for counter design, we are generally preferring the T toggle flip-flop. This output will be my Q0. And this output will be Q1. Similarly, I will be having Q1 bar and Q0 bar. And these are the example of synchronous counter. So both the flip-flop will be clocked by using a single clock pulse. Unlike your ripple counter where we were assigning the clock to only first stage. So both the stages are having positive edge triggered and I am applying a single clock to both the stages. Now we need to find the value of T0 and T1 to complete the circuit. So for that, I will be extending this state transition table to make the excitation table of T flip-flop. So what we will be doing is for 2 flip-flop, I will be having T1 and T0. That's what we need. If it is JK flip-flop, then you have to find the value of J1 K1 and J0 K0. Similarly, if it is SR, you will be finding the value of S1 R1, S0 R0. So let's discuss about the T0 and T1. I hope you remember the excitation table of T flip-flop. Like in this case, if I'm making the excitation table for T0, it will be Q0. We will be talking about Q0 and Q0 plus. That will be giving me excitation table of T0. And for T1, I will be talking about Q1 and Q1 plus. So seeing the first case, present state is 0, next state is 1. What will be the value of T0? T flip-flop का excitation table क्या था? Q1 plus and T. What was the excitation table? If you remember, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1. So there is a toggle in the present state and next state. T was 1, otherwise T was 0. This is how our T flip-flop is working. When T is 1, the next state will be toggled of the previous state. If T is 0, the next state is equal to my previous state. So in this case, if you will see, Q0 is 0, Q0 plus is 1. So this is the toggle. This is again the toggle. So in all the 4 cases, we are having the toggle operation. Talking about the T1. So for T1, we will be seeing the value of Q1 and Q1 plus. So 0 to 0, 0 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 0. So this is how we will be completing this excitation table. Next, we need to find the value of T0 and T1. So we will solve the two variable K-map where these two Q0 and Q1 are my input and T0 and T1 are my output. So I will be solving two variable K-map to find the value of T0 and T1. So if you will solve it, you can simply say T0 will be equal to 1 because it's all one pairing of 4. So T0 will be 1. And let's see what we are getting for T1. So this will be my Q0. This will be my Q1, 0, 1 and 0, 1. I am solving it for T1. So this will be 0, 0, 1, 0 and 0, 1. We will be having pairing of 2 and T1 will be equal to Q0. So we have got the value of T0 and T1, and similarly if you will solve the two variable K-map for T0, T0 will be 1. You can cross check this part. So this will be 1. So here it will be connected to VDD or 1 and Q0 will be connected to T1, and that complete our 2-bit synchronous up counter circuit. If you will see, we can say it's a 2-bit synchronous up counter or mode 4 counter because it is counting till 4. Total 4 stages it is counting 0, 1, 2, 3. So first we have made the state diagram. Then we have made the state transition table. Here we are considering A and B, but for simplicity you can think this as a Q0 and Q1 only, because ultimately in the flip-flop part you will be having Q0, Q1. So this will be Q0 plus and Q1 plus. Once we have made the state transition table, we will be making the excitation table. So here we are using a JK flip-flop, a different strategy again. So let's see. So this JK is nothing but J0 K0. So this is equivalent to my J0 K0. So here I am having J1 K1 and then J0 K0. Let's find the value of J1 K1. So for J1 K1 we will be talking about Q1 Q1 plus. So we are talking about this B input here. 0 to 0. What will be the value of J1 K1? 0 to 0 you can say it is a hold condition. Hold condition में JK क्या होता है? 0 0. Second condition could be of reset, right? The next state is 0. So I can say it might be the condition of reset, that is 0 1. So I can write this J1 K1 as a 0x for the first case. What about the second case? 0 to 1. Present state 0, next state 1. 0 to 1. 0 to 1 is case of set condition and toggle condition. Set condition means 1 0 and toggle is 1 1. So can I write it like 1x? Third case 1 to 1. Present state is 1, next state is 1. 1 to 1. 1 to 1 is hold condition and set condition. So hold condition is 0 0 and set condition is 1 0. So I can write it like x0. The last 1 to 0. 1 to 0 is toggle and reset. Toggle means 1 1 and reset means 0 1. So I can write it like x1. Talking about J0 K0. 0 to 1. 0 to 1 is 1x. 1 to 0 is x1. Again 0 to 1. 0 to 1 is 1x. And 1 to 0. 1 to 0 is x1. So we have created the excitation table for J1 K1 and J0 K0. Next we need to find the expression of J0 K0 J1 K1. So we need to solve the K-map to find the expression. So and after getting the expression, circuit will be something like this. Here you will put the value of J0. This will be my K0, Q0. This will be Q0 bar.
Then the next one, the next is J1 K1, and this will be my Q1 and Q1 bar. And I will be using a single clock for both the stages.
So now from here, if you will see, your K naught will be 1 and J naught will be 1. You can solve the two variable K map for Q naught and Q1. All pairing will be done. So J naught is 1 and K naught is also 1. Then we will solve the K map for J1 and K1. So two variable K map for J1 and two variable K map for K1. So here I will be having Q1, Q naught, Q1 and Q naught 0 1 0 1. So this is for J1 and this I am making for K1. Put the value for J1 0 1 XX. So this is 0 1 X X. K1 is double X 0 1. So when we will do the pairing, this will be the pairing in this case, and here this will be the pairing. So what is the value of J1? J1 is Q naught, K1 is also Q naught. So now we need to connect this value. So J1 and K1 both are equal to Q naught. So this will be my 2-bit synchronous up counter circuit by using JK flip flop. Right? So this is the circuit that we have drawn. JA KA or J naught K naught is equal to 1 and JB KB is equal to QA or Q naught. So whenever you want to design the circuit or you want to design a synchronous counter, always start with the state diagram depending on the question or depending on the sequence that you want to make. For example, if the same question, if you want to make a mode for synchronous down counter, it will be something like 1 1. So this arrow will be reversed actually, you can see. So 1 1 to 1 0, 1 0 to 0 1, 0 1 to 0 0 and 0 0 to back to 1 1. Right? So you will be writing it something like this: 1 1 to 1 0. Then you are going to 0 1, from 0 1 to 0 0 and then back to 1 1. So this will be my state diagram for mode for synchronous down counter. Then we will make the state transition table. So you will say present state, next state. So this will be from 1 1 to 1 0, 1 0 to 0 1, 0 1 to 0 0 and 0 0 to 1 1 back. So this complete my state transition table. Then if I want to design the circuit by using T flip flop, I will be having the value of T1 and T naught that we need to find. These two will be giving me value of T naught and these two will be giving me value of T1. So for T naught, you can say this will be all 1 because at every case we have the toggle operation. So T naught will be 1 and T1 will be 0 1 0 1. So this will be something like we are having T naught, that will be 1. So this is my T naught. This output is my Q naught. This is my Q naught bar. The next state is my T1 and these output will be Q1 and Q1 bar. We will be using a single clock. We need to find the value of T1. T1 के लिए आप K map solve करेंगे two variable. So this will be Q1 and Q naught. So in this case you can say the first one is, so here this row is representing the row for Q1 because we need to assign the inputs as well, and this will be my Q naught. Right? So for T1 it is when first case is 1 1. So this is 0 1 0 and 1. This is how this K map is representing. This will be my pairing and my T1 will be equal to, in this case, is Q naught bar. So when I am completing this circuit, this will be now connected to T1 and this is making a 2-bit synchronous down counter. Up counter में क्या था आपका? Q naught was connected to T1. For down counter, Q naught bar is connected to T1. and that we have got through this general approach. Next, we will designing a 4-bit synchronous up counter. So when I'm saying 4-bit synchronous up counter, 4-bit के लिए क्या होगा हमारे पास में
0 to 15, right? Okay, let's then 3-bit first. I'm directly making the table Q2, Q1 and Q node. This is my present state, PS. Then we will be having the next state. Next state will be Q2 plus, Q1 plus and Q node plus. We will be having total 0 to 7, total 8 combination. Since we are talking about the synchronous up counter, so when we are in the 0 state, it will be going to 1, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, and from 7 to back 0. This will be my state transition table. Now we need to decide the flip-flop. Okay, let's use JK flip-flop. So if you want to use JK, so first we will be having J2 and K2, then J1 and K1, and then J naught K naught. What will be the first value of J2 K2? Q2 is 0. The next state is also 0. So this is condition of hold and reset. Hold means 0 0 and reset means 0 1. So we can have it 0x, again 0x, again 0x. The fourth one is 0 to 1, toggle and set. So this will be my 1x. 1 to 1, 1 to 1 is x0. So here again it will be x0. It is again x0. 1 to 0. 1 to 0 is my toggle and reset. It will be x1. This is the state excitation table of J2 K2. Then we will make the same table for J1 K1. So for J1 K1 we will be talking about Q1 and Q1 plus, Q1 and Q1 plus. 0 to 0, 0x. Then 0 to 1, 0 to 1 is 1x. 1 to 1, x0. 1 to 0, x1. Then 0 to 0, 0 to 0 is 0x. 0 to 1, 0 to 1 is 1x. 1 to 1, x0. And the last 1 to 0, x1, right? Similarly, we will make it for J naught K naught. We will talking about the Q naught and Q naught plus. 0 to 1. What is 0 to 1? 1x. 1 to 0. 1 to 0 is x1, and this will be repeating. Then 0 to 1, 0 to 1 is 1x. Then x1. Then 1x. x1. 1x and x1. So from here you can say your J naught equal to K naught is equal to 1. क्योंकि इसमें total pairing हो जाएगी आपकी, right? With the don't care, so you will be having a pairing of 8. But you have to solve the K map, so J naught will be equal to K naught equal to 1. Solve the K map for J1 K1 and J2 K2 and find the values. So when you will solve it, you will find that J1 K1 is equal to Q naught only. So here you need to solve the 3 variable K map where inputs are Q naught, Q1, Q2 and total 6 K map. 2 for J naught, K naught, then 2 for J1 K1 and then 2 for J2 K2. So your J1 will be equal to K1 equal to Q naught And when I'm talking about the J2 and K2, your J2 will be equal to K2 equal to Q naught Q1. So you will be getting this expression. Once we have the expression, we can design the circuit. So what will be the circuit? So I'm just simply making it here. So this will be 1, both the J and K. Right? In the second case, J1, K1. These two will be connected to Q naught. This is my Q naught. In the third stage, J2, K2. These two will be again connected, but with the AND gate. Q1 and Q naught. So we will be making a circuit something like this. So this will be my Q2. Similarly, I can extend this for 4-bit, 5-bit, 6-bit in terms of up counter. So in the if I'm talking about the 4-bit, 4-bit में क्या होगा आपका J naught K naught will be equal to 1, J1 equal to K1 equal to Q naught. Right? So here you can say this is my naught, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Right? Then J2 equal to K2 equal to Q naught Q1. Right? So here you can say this is J2 K2 and that is equal to Q naught Q1. So this is my Q1 and this input is my Q naught. And then at the end J3 will be equal to K3 will be equal to Q naught Q1 Q2. So this output is giving me Q naught Q1 and then output. So this is my Q naught Q1 already is there and this is my Q2. So this will be my J3 K3. So you can extend this in terms of up counter. Similarly, if it is down counter, it will be in terms of QA naught, Q naught bar, Q1 bar, Q2 bar and so on. Right? So this is how you are designing the synchronous counters. And we have seen in this particular lecture about synchronous 2-bit synchronous up counter, 3-bit synchronous up counter and 4-bit synchronous up counter. Now if you will see the timing diagram, in the synchronous counter, since we are applying a single clock, so all the flip-flops should be working at its given clock. So if you will see the timing diagram of this 4-bit synchronous up counter, this is the clock and my circuit is working at the positive edge. Let initially all the inputs were in the reset condition. So if you will now remember, what was my J naught K naught? J naught was equal to K naught was equal to 1. So we can say QA or Q naught will be toggled at every occurrence of the clock. So till this point, so we are saying it is starting, it is in the reset condition. And then whenever the clock is coming, it is going to toggle condition. So it is being toggled at every occurrence of the clock. Right? QB will depends on value of JB or KB, or you can say J1 K1. And what was my J1 K1? J1 was equal to K1 was equal to Q naught. So means whenever this positive, this is there, positive level is there, only then toggle will occur at the occurrence of the clock. So when you will see at this point here, when the second clock is there, we are somewhere here, but at this point my QA is 0, so my JA, KA, J1, K1 is 0, so there is a no toggle, it is the hold condition. Once we reach at this point here, since my QA was 1, because of the QA was 1, J1, K1 will equal to 1 and it will be in the toggle operation. So my QB will be now toggled at this point and it will be remain toggle till this point. After this point, when again my QA become 1, J1, K1 will be 1 and it will be toggled back. Next toggle kab hoga? After this stage. Then toggle will be after this stage. right? Similarly for QC, so what was my J2 and K2? That J2 equal to K2 was Q0 into Q1. It will depends on when both QA and QB are 1, only then toggle will occur. So if you will see this diagram, here and here, we are getting the 1. So after this clock, the 5th clock, my QC will be toggle. Then here it is 1 0, it is 0 1, no toggling. Again we are getting at the 8th clock. After the 8th, you can see the 9th clock, both are 1. So in this case, J2 equal to K2 will be equal to 1 and my QC will be toggled. Third, I will be getting somewhere here at the 13th clock pulse, there the toggle will occur. Talking about the QD value, QD पे toggle कब होगा? जब QA, QB, QC तीनों 1 होंगे. तीनों 1 किस केस में हमारे पास में? At the 9th clock pulse, here and here. That's why the toggle operation is performed at 9th clock and then at the here at the 16th clock. And now if you will see what we are getting, 0 0 0, 1 0 0, 0 1 0 0. So you can see it is counting from 0 1 2 3 and at the end it is 1 1 1 1 till 15. And after 15, if you will cross check, it will again go to 0 0 0 0. So it is going to reset condition. So it is a 4-bit synchronous up counter because all the 4 flip-flops are in synchronization with your given clock.